Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. For today's video, as you can see by the title, we're going to be picking our March TBR. I cannot believe it's already March, or it's going to be in less than like 3 days. So I cannot wait to see what March has in store for us. I did horribly reading my TBR for the month of February. I was on a major reading slump, and I think I'm still sort of like slowly getting out of it, which I'm trying so hard. I'm doing things like reading thrillers, reading like fantasy. I'm trying to look for things that will get me out of it. I did find a book that did get me out of it, which I do have it on a vlog that is going to be posted prior to this. But again, I don't know what it is. I just feel like I'm afraid to pick up something that I might regret reading, and it's going to put me either in a book hangover or in a reading slump again. So I'm going to go ahead and pick wisely. I'm going to go ahead and try to pick 4 to 5 books that I want to read in the month of March, and we will go from there. I'm going to try to pick books that I would not normally read, like thrillers, suspense, things like that. That would probably get me out of a slump. I think I'm just in a major romance like book hangover, so I'm going to try to pick books that are a little bit out of my comfort zone and see if that will help me a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and pick our first prompt, which I'm going to try to pick from the bottom because last month I sort of picked from the top and I put them all on the top. So let's see, our very first prompt is a romance book. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I still love my romance books, so I'm not even going to complain about that. I'm going to put it away and put it to the side. If we go here, these are all sort of like my romance books. So I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and get it real quick. For the romance book pick, I'm going to go ahead and pick Savor It. I have been hearing so much about this book, and I feel like this is one of those books that will become a 5-star read for me. So I don't know, I love the cover, love how like mature the characters look, and I don't know what it is with me. As of lately, I have been really liking sort of like age gap, older sort of books that are more mature, like single mom, single dad, just because they have a lot more responsibility in their lives, and I think I can relate a little bit more to, because I am 26, going to be 27 this year. I'm kind of like in the older, you know, in my older 20s at this point. So at this point, I can be looking at things like, I still enjoy those 17, 20, early 20s books, but as of lately, I have been enjoying a lot more of that. So, and I believe, I don't know, he has a beard and things like that, so he looks grown to me. So this is the first book that we're going to pick for March. Let's go ahead and pick our second prompt. Again, I'm really going out and picking from the bottom because I feel like, okay, so we got one here. This one says less than 400 pages. So a book with less than 400 pages. I think I have my pick, and I have it actually in front of me because I was like, okay, maybe I would pick this if it does come up. And this is She's Not Sorry. And this is the same author who wrote Local Woman Missing, which I did read that book and I really enjoyed it. It has spread edges, and I've recently purchased this book. Again, I'm trying to read books that are a little bit more like out of my what I typically read every time. And this is a thriller, and it is about a full-time nurse, single mom, who basically gets involved with one of her patients, in the sense of not like together relationship wise, but like she starts to develop a curiosity of like what happened to the patient and like why the patient did what they did, and there are like other things involved with it. And by her getting involved in what happened to this patient and like what got them to be in the hospital and what almost unalived, you know, themselves, and like what almost happened there, she could be potentially in danger. So that's kind of like the thrill aspect to it. So I'm really excited to pick this book up, and I am doing a reading vlog about, like, I don't know, reading thrillers for a week or something like that. So this is one that I will be picking up. So this is our second pick. Let's go ahead and pick our third. We're moving fast because I don't want to spend too much time on this video. We want to just go ahead. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna go, it says a mystery or thriller. So I already picked a thriller, but I am gonna go ahead and pick another one because, like I mentioned, I am doing a reading vlog of like reading thriller / mystery books in a week. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick The First Lie Wins, which again, I already had my pile in front of me that of the books that I think will fit this prompt. I actually did start this book and I'm only in page 80, so I'm not gonna count that as like, you know, I'm still really new with finding out what's happening with this book. But we are following this main character that is basically obtaining the personality or the identity of someone that she is not, and she basically is falling in love and is following this male character, and we kind of are finding out like what her job is and why she's doing what she's doing. And there's a lot of drama with the friend group that this male main character is involved with, and she has to kind of win them over. And they recently moved, their relationship is going really fast, so there's something there. She basically is given this job and is to fall in love with this man, and she is someone that she's not. And I don't know, it's like a little confusing, and it says first light wins because she has to lie to be able to go into his circle. So I don't know, I really, so far I think it's like mysterious and I don't know what's happening, but I am really enjoying how it's going and the character and her character. It's going to, I don't know, I'm at a part where the things are getting really, really mysterious. Fourth prompt, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. After the fourth, we're gonna go ahead and pick our book that we're gonna do up there. I'm just gonna go ahead from the bottom again. Let's see, have I done this before? Have your husband pick. I am not doing this one. I am not doing this one because my husband just left from work and I know he's really busy, so I'm not gonna go ahead and bother him with that. It is my channel, my show, my rules, so I'm not doing that one. I'm just gonna skip it. Let's just do another one, because how fun would it be to just have myself pick everything, obviously. So okay, a book you know nothing about. That's what's probably gonna be, right? A book you know nothing about. Most of the books in the back I know nothing about, so that's actually pretty nice, because again, I have no clue what any of these are. I'm gonna go ahead and, again, I'm going with thriller, mysteries, and kind of going like blind with things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick, I don't know if I want to do another thriller because I already have two, but I should do another one. Maybe I should. I know nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one. I'm gonna pick the Thursday Murder Club, and this is, I believe, the only thing I know about this book is that it's about a group of people in this small town who like going over cold cases and kind of like investigating the cold closed cases that are around, and they kind of try to find the murder or like the murderer and things like that, until in their small town a life case happens, a life murder happens, and they're investigating it. That's all I know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this book because I don't know, it just seems interesting to me, like a town club, a small town sort of like murder club that gets together every so often and go over cold cases. To me, it just sounds so interesting, and I would love to be part of that, but I'm too scared to even revisit anything that has to do with scary stuff. So I'm already gonna be scared this week because I'm reading all this like mystery thrillers, so I'm actually really excited to pick this up. So so far we have story of my life. So far, these are the 4 books that we have for the month of March. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out down the pile of the mystery books, and we're gonna go ahead and choose one more from that pile. These are the books that we can pick from. I wrapped them in some wrapping paper, and obviously we have no clue what they are. Obviously I do know because I wrapped them, but I have no clue exactly what order. I just shuffle them before here. And how we're gonna do this is the first number that I see, I'm gonna go ahead, I see 6. So the first number that I look around this room, I see the number 6 over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let me go ahead, and 6. So this is number 6, book number 6. from the pile. So I'm going to go ahead and open it with you guys. I hope it's something good. I hope it's something good. I have no clue. It's like Chris. Okay. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. This is The Wrong Bride by Katharina Maura. Hope I said that right. And this is a dark, I believe, mafia romance. To be honest, I'm not looking forward for this book. I do want to read it really, really bad. But the vibes that we have for our pile, it's not something that I'm looking forward for. So I'm probably going to read this one last if I do get in the mood of reading a dark romance. But yes, this is our final pick. So we ended up picking what? 5 books. We have 3 mystery thrillers, 1 romance. The 1 romance that I do have, I'm actually really excited to pick this up because I've heard nothing but amazing things, and I feel like this will be a good fluffy romance and I can maybe read in between these 2. This is a darker mafia romance, and I believe it's an arranged marriage. So just by the title, The Wrong Bride, and I believe a lot of people talk about it. So I'm sort of looking forward for it, but probably going to be the last thing that I pick. Or if I'm going through too hard on these, I probably will pick this one. But again, these are the books that we have for the month of March. We only picked 5 just because, again, I'm a little scared that I am going to continue with this reading slump, but we have good vibes only here, so I do think that I will probably get out of it. So I'm hoping and praying that some of these books can get me out of it and I can just reread all week. It is Tuesday, so hopefully I can be done with the reading vlog this weekend so I can post that for you guys so you guys can see all my thoughts on this thriller mystery books, because I don't know what it is about them, but they sound so interesting, and like the plot, the mystery, what's happening, I'm waiting for that plot twist to hit. If you made it to the end of this video, these are the books that we're reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.